No way. This is how it ends? Oh, the music, guys. The music. Let's go. Damn. James Blonde. Oh my God. James Bond will return. Let's go. He's not blonde, huh? Oh my God. Ah, the music, guys, the music. Let's go. Ah. Guys. Credit are rolling, chat. And I'm not skipping these. I am not skipping these at all, guys. Not at all. Give me a second. Give me a second to take everything in. We just finished bloody 007 First Light. This game bloody got me. And I'm going to tell you exactly how. Wow. Let's talk about something important. I want to start from the end, guys. M offers Bond his number 001. First in line, guys. Top of the list. And he says no. He wants 007. Why? Because he's the 7th recruit. That's his number. The one he walked in with. The one that costed the most. And she also tells him that this is her lucky number. And then that theme is playing. I've heard that theme my whole life, guys. Never like that. Because this time we were there. We know what 7 costed the guy. And that's not fan service. That's great storytelling. Wow. Can we talk about Patrick Gibson? I mean, because of this man actually carried the entire game on his back and made it look easy. This is not Daniel Craig impression. This is not Roger Moore impression. This is something completely his own. This roughness, this charm that isn't fully polished yet. This Bond who is figuring it out in real time and occasionally getting it catastrophically wrong. And that is the most interesting version of a Bond that I've ever seen and the one that has ever existed. There is a moment where he just adjusts his jacket quietly. That one gesture does more for the character than 10 minutes of dialogue, guys. He did a great job as an actor. He really did. And I'll tell you something. Here's what I didn't expect. And chat, I genuinely did not see this coming. They gave Bond friends. I mean, Monroe and Cressida, the fellow recruits. It starts as friction. Then they grate on each other. Greenway hovering over all 3 of them, making sure nobody gets comfortable. And then slowly something shifts. Same safe house. Bars together, bickering through training. Bond playing matchmaker between the 2 of them and actually being good at it. That's a warmth in this section that this franchise almost never let it have. And then the game takes that warmth and it uses it. And then the game becomes much more interesting, multi-dimensional, where Monroe's death really hits hard, guys, because at that point we'd spent so much time with him to feel the gap he left. We really felt the gap, the bloody gap. And Cressida, I mean, what happened to her at the hotel, that's a different kind of loss. I mean, yes, she's still alive, but the letter she left Bond at the end was really sad. That was a good piece of writing, guys. Genuinely good writing. But Greenway, man, the actor, if there is an MVP for the performance in the game, and that is not Patrick himself, Patrick Gibson, then it's definitely Lenny James, who actually impersonated the Greenway. The guy started off just as an honest, not a cruel, but honest guy that didn't start well with Bond. It was a really slow start where he believed that Bond wasn't really at par and not good enough for him to actually start joining the spy training. But then the relationship that built between them was extremely slow and very believable. Every step of the way, it turned out to a very intelligent ramp up in his relationship with Bond. But then Vietnam happens, and just there, when it just happened, the final act carried the whole weight. Every move Bond makes after Vietnam has Greenway somewhere. You could feel that Greenway was actually playing himself. That's the emotional logic of a great storytelling. Guys, this is a game about storytelling. You can't get better than that in such kind of games. These were all people that have a background history you got interested in. Guys, remember, this is Bond. This is James Bond. The guy that always stays alone. He's a solo guy. Yes, granted, he likes girls and women and gets backstabbed every single day. But at the end of the day, James Bond is a guy that always operates alone, and here they created friends to him. That's the first time ever. Can you imagine? The villains in the games are really mean, guys. 009 as an early antagonist, the Golden Mask, Damien Webb, even Sir Nicholas Webb's whole speech about how humans accept, I can't remember how many million car accidents, death a year without question, but have zero tolerance for a single machine error. Chat, that is a villain with a point. Those are the best kind, the ones that make you sit with the argument even after the credit rolls. Really well done. The supporting cast. You're talking about M, cold, precise, with a quiet belief in Bond that never actually admitted out loud, but lands every single time. Very smartly written. Q, the slightly exasperated, clearly the smartest in the room, guys. Genuinely funny without trying. Exactly who Q is supposed to be. They got it on point. Moneypenny. I mean, a field intelligent operator, her persona works completely. She was used as Bond's anchor across the whole game, and it worked so much. But actually, guys, I didn't know before starting the game, Lenny Kravitz as Bama and a pirate arm dealer king? I mean, come on, guys. It wasn't supposed to work. It can't. On paper, it doesn't work. But guys, the scenes with him, especially with Crocodile, that was out of this world, honestly. The whole team, every single person, I mean, you believe these people exist outside the moments where you're watching them. That matters more than the people realize. But what's on top, guys, is actually the gameplay. You're talking about gameplay that has a DNA of Hitman, running through a Bond body, and that is exactly as good as it sounds. The level design, the routes you don't find until the second time through a room, the way one decision 2 minutes ago changes the whole encounter you play out. Bluff mechanics. Some of the puzzles are genuinely clever. The fireplace investigation was really interesting. The layered infiltration section was very nice. The momentum, the swagger, it feels Hitman all the way, but it has much more than Hitman. It is Hitman evolved for IO Interactive. Very, very smart, honestly. And then you have these set pieces that I mean, I'm impressed with the set pieces. Guys, do you remember the garbage truck, the boat chase, the plane section, the crane sequence? Come on, guys, these moments are loud, big, and completely committed. They never felt as a filler. And every single one of them feels earned because of the story weight behind them. That's what separates a great action game from a good one. And the visuals, guys, the visuals. You're talking about Aleph Market, Antarctic Base, Iceland at the start, Malta in the sun, London at night. The amount of people were watching the chess game was fantastic. IO has always known how to build a space. This is the best they have ever looked. No contest whatsoever, guys. And of course, the music. The music in the game is just the best ever. Out of this world. The Lana Del Rey theme at the start, I mean, no questions. But then the Bond theme in full for the first time in the whole game, after everything we went through to get here, after Greenway, after Monroe died, after Crescenda's letter, after Vietnam, all of it. And finally, that theme plays. I've heard 1,000 times that theme. It has never sounded like that, thanks to that bloody game. It is a perfect game? No, it's not. But you know what my actual complaint is? I wanted more. More of this Bond. More of this world. More of Greenway. I know, I can't have that. But when a game ends and your first feeling is not yet, that is not a criticism, guys. That is the highest compliment I know how to give to a game. The highs in the game are real highs. The set pieces, garbage truck, the car chase, the losses, the characters, the ending, the moments where the music swells and Bond does something that only Bond can do. And for just a second, you feel like the most dangerous person in the room. Those moments don't leave you, guys. We waited for 14 bloody years, 14 years, and it was worth every single one of those years. Best Bond game ever made. Best Bond game that will ever be made, until they prove me wrong, obviously. Guys, I give the bloody game a 9 over 10, and James Bond will return, and chat, so we will. So thank you so much for sticking around. Thank you so much for rewatching or watching for the first time the game with me on all platforms. Thank you, Twitch. Thank you, YouTube. Thank you, TikTok. Thank you, all moderators. Thank you, my dear friends, the community that is behind me. Take care, guys, and HyperCube out.